Hey everybody, this is AYG's Alphateam, here with another video for The Division. This video is going to be me opening 202 Last Stand caches. Now I don't mean caches you get from the Last Stand. I mean the Last Stand caches, the ones that have 4 items in them each. So I went ahead and played for 6 days straight. I got 100 caches, then I opened them, and then I got 100 more and opened them again. So I had to edit out all the gear set caches and the weapon set caches, so that way the only thing left was Last Stand caches. And I'm going to let this first part play out for the first 2 that are, because I wanted to do an even 200, so you guys can check it out. But the first 2 ended up being okay. Let's take a look at them. First one, just regular, you know, nothing special. The second one, I got an exotic. And that's why I wanted to do this, to kind of show the RNG of, you know, opening Last Stand caches. And spoiler alert, out of the next 200 caches I opened, none of them yielded an exotic, not one. That golden rhino was the only exotic I got from opening 202 caches. And that means I did 200 in a row that gave me no exotics. Now the RNG is always been kind of ridiculous for this game, because the expectation, I don't know what the expectation is from Ubisoft, but like, if you're grinding that much, if you play for 6 days straight, non-stop, and you open 200 caches, I would like to think they'd give you a little bit more for your effort. And at the end of the video, I'm going to show you everything that I kept, and guess what? It wasn't much. I think it was like 6 things. But anyways, we'll show you at the end, but I'm going to speed through all these, and I edited out, once my inventory was full, I went and dismantled a bunch of stuff and sold everything I wasn't going to keep. So like right here, you can see, started over again. So you can see just the actual, everything that shows up when I open the caches. But, I mean, you get 4 items per cache. That's over 200 opportunities for an exotic that were missed. That's over 800 items that you have a chance to keep, and I kept less than 10. I mean, the percentages are just ridiculous, and I understand, like, you know, an exotic is supposed to be a rare weapon, but rare to what extent is my point. And I have tons of arguments I can make for this RNG, and I didn't want this to be like a rant video. And my initial idea was I'm going to open 200 caches and I would just show you guys all the exotics I got. But I would have to get exotics in order for that to happen. And that's why I'm kind of ranting now, because I didn't get exotics. And I didn't get hardly anything I wanted. So that was the first 100. And out of that first 100, I kept 3 things. Now I told right here, the Seeker Mine damage is a 4%, which is the max. And after I opened that first 100, I was like, okay, I'm going to keep the things that give me the maxes. So this Firecrest holster is pretty good. It's not even great, but it's pretty good. 212 over 1265. And same for this final measure holster. 1272s, that's pretty cool. And that's pretty good, you know? The armor's a little low, but it's still pretty good, but it's not great. I'm going to have to roll both of these out to make them good. And after I opened that first 100, I was like, okay, I'm going to start this next 100, and I'm going to keep everything that gives me a max number. Like if I get something that's got max armor, or if I get a piece of a mod or something that gives me the max of whatever that mod can be, I'll keep it. And I still only got 4 things. Now this is a lot of gear. You guys, this is a lot of gear. And it's ridiculous that you could have an opportunity, have a random number generated opportunity for all this gear and not get more than a handful of things to keep. To me, that number is ridiculous. Like, you make a game so people can play. You want people to play, so you give them rewards. Now the rewards they should get, if they're grinding, if they're putting in serious time, give them good rewards. They put their time in, they paid their money to get the game. Give them something. And I've been playing this game for quite some time, And like I said, I grinded 6 days straight. And I don't mean like I played off and on. I woke up in the morning, got on the game, played for a solid 8 hours, got my caches, and then started again. And man, the RNG numbers are just staggeringly low. So I don't know whoever watches this. Maybe Ubisoft will watch it. Maybe they're at least keeping an eye on things like this. But maybe just do some adjustment to the RNG. I'm not saying give away all this stuff, but you know what? If someone grinds 200 last stand caches, give them something. Give them something worth keeping. Maybe a couple exotics. Even if out of 200 caches, even if you got 2 exotics, that's still only a 1% chance. And I would think something reasonable would be between 3 and 5%. I think would be a reasonable amount if someone's willing to put in that time. Maybe just that would be plenty. But it just seems super unfair to open 200 caches in a row and not get one exotic, when each and every one of these is supposed to give you a chance at an exotic. Now, as a result, what I really wanted was a new Barrett's bulletproof chest piece, but didn't get it. I really kind of wanted Urban MDR, but every time I play Underground, I never get it. So it's just staggering about how bad it can actually be. And I'm sure there's people out there that, you know, you open 5 caches from Last Stand, you get what you want, or you know, you get one the first try, or you go to recalibrate and you roll something, you get it first try. That stuff happens, and I get that. But you know what? There are people that don't get it. And I understand it's completely random, but when it's less than 0.5%, that's not random. That's not doing it. You're just not giving them the numbers. And I'm okay with that. If you don't want to make it so a last stand cache can't give an exotic, that's fine. But to give someone the hope that it can come out, like, hey, you can open a last stand cache and you might get an exotic. To do that, people start hoarding them and they start like saying, okay, I'm going to play last stand, I'm going to get these caches, it's going to be great. I'm going to smash out, you know, like 20 rounds and I'll get an exotic. And then they don't even do that. And then you multiply that by 10 and they still don't get one. Now here's that golden rhino that I got. I'm going to go over everything that I kept. It's a pretty okay golden rhino. The damage is actually kind of low. And Fierce is kind of weird talent for, you know, a pistol. Seeker Mine damage. Now this is a 4.0, which is the max, and a turret damage, which is 4.0. Not bad. Extended mag, now this isn't max because I'm pretty sure it's 21.5% is the max. 19% critical hit damage is the max you can get on the loud vent break. I got 2 of them. And a vertical grip with 49.5%, which I think is the max for optimum range. So there's 4 things right there. I kept a pistol and 2 weapons. A set of gloves, Savage Gloves with 172 electronics, which is the max. Now the other things to leave a little bit less to chance. Here's that final measure holster I got from the first round. I rolled out the firearms to make it 1272, so that's good. This ended up being a pretty good final measure holster. And I'll roll this Firecrest out too to get a little bit better stamina out of that. But guys, that's everything. That's only 3 items. Anyways, I do appreciate you guys watching, and I hope you get better rates than I do. I just wanted to rant about this. But go ahead and leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more from REgaming.com. Also, shoot us a comment if you have any questions or you want to give us any feedback. Until then, go ahead, game on.
Game on! Yeah, game on!